Salvete Discipuli. Today's very short video is the second lesson in Chapter 13 in Latin for the New Millennium, Volume 2. And we're going to learn the last three pronouns that you need to learn in Latin altogether. The first pronoun that you're learning, it is actually this one, ipsa, ipsa, ipsum, is what's called an intensive pronoun. Like the other pronouns, it can also be used as an adjective. And it intensifies the function that it's performing or the noun that it's modifying, depending on whether it's being used as a pronoun or an adjective. Now, like the reflexive pronoun, it can translate oneself, right? Unlike the reflexive pronoun, ipsa, ipsa, ipsum translates as all the intensives, okay? Myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, or themselves, depending on how it's being used in the sentence. Do not confuse the intensive pronoun and adjective for the reflexive. Remember, the reflexive is always referring back to the subject, whereas the intensive can itself be a nominative, and it's just intensive. If it's used as a nominative, it's intensifying the subject. If it's used as a accusative, it's intensifying the direct object, okay? All right, so here is the intensive pronoun, ipsa, ipsa, ipsum. Like the other demonstrative impersonal pronouns, like is, a, id, this has the ius in the genitive singular, so ipsius, 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 the long I in the dative, ipsi, 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 ipsum, 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 ipso, ipso, and then the plural is completely regular, exactly what you would expect it to be, okay? I have a couple of sentences to show you the difference between intensives and reflexives. In this first sentence, Colonos ipse me laudavit, we have an intensive pronoun, Columbus himself praised me, as opposed to this reflexive pronoun in the second sentence, Colonos se laudavit, Columbus praised himself, right? Same with the second set of sentences, Consul honores quibus ipsis dedit. So the consul gave honors to the citizens themselves. So this is dative plural describing quibus, so it's going to intensify quibus to the citizens themselves. As opposed to this one, consul honoris sibi dedit, we have a reflexive here. The consul gave honors to himself. And this last one, I just want to remind you that ipsa can translate myself or ourselves or use yourself or yourselves. In this one, ipsa rosam poeta dedi. Obviously, from this first person singular verb, I would translate this I gave, but ipsa is also nominative singular, so it's intensifying the I and I gave. So I myself gave a rose to the poet. So there you go. Okay, so remember the demonstrative pronouns. We're going to learn another two demonstrative pronouns in this video. Demonstrative pronouns in general are the ones that point things out, right? Demonstratives point things out, like this is opposed to that. You're learning a new one in this one, ista, sta, stud, which translates as that, but it more often, unlike a la, 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 that also translates that, ista has a negative, derogatory, or dismissive connotation. It's the difference between saying you're going out with that boy or you're going out with that boy. Ooh. The second one meaning that boy ain't a good boy, having the negative connotation to it, okay? You have learned the following demonstratives already. Hic, hic, hoc, which means this or these. A la, la, lud, which means that or those. Is, a, id, which means he, she, or it if you're using it as a pronoun, but if you're using it as an adjective, can mean this or that. And now sta, sta, stud. One last demonstrative pronoun that you're learning in this video is eadem, eadem, idem. Now that basically follows the pattern of is, a, id, but with a dem ending on it, a dem ending on it, okay? So this is going to translate as the same. It's basically going to translate as the same. So if you're using it as a pronoun, the same man, the same woman, or the same thing. Please note that if the form of is, a, id ends in an M before you'd add the D, it actually changes to an N. So eum does not become dem, it becomes, as I show here, eundem, okay? I would also point out that is id. This would be isdem if we added the dem to the end of it without changing this s. But instead, the Romans found isdem to be kind of an odd thing, so they got rid of the s and elongated the I, and it became edem. So the macron over the I in the masculine singular nominative of this demonstrative pronoun is an important macron. Okay. So these next two charts show you how to decline ista, istud. Again, just like you would expect from demonstrative pronouns. In the genitive, it's an ius ending. In the dative, it's a long I ending. So istius, 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 isti, 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 istum, istam, istud, of course, because the neuter is going to be the same in the nominative and the accusative. So isto, and then in the plural, exactly what you would expect it to be. And then eadem, eadem, idem, aistem, 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 eadem, 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 eandem, eandem, idem, eadem, and then again, exactly what you expect in the plural, with the aorum becoming aoran before the dem. Okay. All right. Take good notes, and I will see you all in class. Walate.